is 16 years old, 17 years old.
Yeah, right around there.
Yeah. So it's new for everyone, and I think we're a little bit of the guinea pig that will also be fine tuning the procedures for as they move on to the other municipalities, because we are the first. So.
Yes, I agree with that. The other item I have is the budget request forms went out to those appropriate parties over the last week and a half.
The due date is?
I didn't write it down.
2014.
That's an easy budget for me to prepare then.
I think it's January.
That date sticks in my
No,
head.
oh yeah, January.
January 6th.
Yeah, after the holidays. That's
Wait,
right.
wait a second, no, we're
Like, it's so far out, but no, yeah.
It's January 6th.
Thank you.
I thought it was the 9th.
Ninth.
The 6th.
It's a 6th upside.
Okay.
They all look the same.
For us, it's the 6th.
So anyways, if you have any questions or other concerns about the forms that I gave to you, the backup material to go.
Can we compromise and say the 7th? The 7th is a Monday.
We've
Then it was
only-
the Wednesday.
It was the Wednesday.
It was the
Okay.
Wednesday.
Okay.
Thank you.
The 9th.
There's a
If you have
method.
it by the 6th, I don't think anybody's gonna complain.
There's a method to our madness.
So other than that, just been really busy in the offices here with a lot of different things going on. And that's all I have.
Okay, thank you, Kelly. Village Clerk, Kathy Metzler.
Election day was busy here last Tuesday. The total number of voters for our 4 districts that were here was 2,463 people. Compared to March 20th, the general primary election, we only had 556 voters. So I got here early to open up, and twice the foyer was totally packed with people. So it was,
I'm sorry, go ahead.
so it was good to see
Just
everybody
election
out.
day, because I voted early because I was out of town on work. but-
Right, early voting was at Avon Township.
Right,
I'm
and-
talking about election
Okay,
day
just for election day.
here.
Because I voted on Thursday before the election, and in my district alone, there was already 1,000 ballots cast on Thursday before the elections.
That's a separate total.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
that, I mean, we had physically 2,463 people come here to the village on Tuesday. So it was incredible, it never stopped. I'm also working on the meeting date schedule for all the committee meetings and regular board meetings for 2013. I haven't heard from any of you, even though I put Wednesday, November 28th. Please review them and get back to me so that I know everything's okay.
Yeah, yeah, review it, it's okay.
What?
It's okay with me.
And then I still have a few people that have to complete the Open Meetings Act training. Please do that in November. The deadline is January 1st, 2013. Also working on the holiday mixer along with the committee. The website that I've been talking about to everybody with subscribing to the announcements, where we put the updates on the front page of the website. There's the public safety tip and the November announcements, then December. Anytime we update that, you will get a notification to your email at home. When you subscribe, you need to verify. You will get an email from the village stating, please verify that this is you. We now have, we would have 41 subscribers, but we have some that haven't verified. So we actually have 35 subscribers right now. I think last month it was 23. So we're getting there. And like Kelly said, just very busy in the office, getting a lot of things done and odd items coming up. And that's it.
Okay, thank you. And now it's time for the mayor's report. Again, I just want to express thanks to everyone. Again, the chief and the police department, Mike Benko from EMA, Jeff Gately, and Dave Schultz, who's not present tonight, for a successful Halloween. We added another stop on the hayride because we had some residents in one part that felt it was, they were kind of isolated, and if they had little ones, it was a hard walk for them. So we added another stop, and Dave Schultz was kind enough to volunteer his time to run a second tractor, and that's the one the chief got a kick out of, because I think it's Jerry from Grower loaned us the Steiner.
Yes, they loaned us
The Steiner, yeah. So Dave was having Dave's our snowplow driver, so he was having a pretty good time on that Steiner.
The new stop over on Bighorn was pretty well received because I was running communications for EMA, and I got to watch the intersection, talk to the chief. I was styling in the Charger, and I had a lot of people come back and comment that it was nice to see the hit right there. But I was in a goodies, so
Good, okay.
by the fireplace, I was warm.
Yeah, a little chilly, especially in the later part of the evening. But again, thank you to all. And also thank you to everyone that worked here on Election Day. Trustee Duberstein, you know, is an election judge, and so she gets here very early, and our village clerk gets here very early to open up the building to greet everybody. So she has quite a long day as well. But thank you to everyone, because this place was hopping. I was happy to see a good turnout. And I want to just issue some congratulations to some of our local people. Pat Carey was not only re-elected to the Lake County Board, but she will become our representative now when she's sworn in for her next term, because with the redistricting. Also, Melinda Bush will be our state senator, and Sam Yingling, our Avon Township supervisor, will be our state rep. So Melinda and Sam will be sworn in, I believe, January 9th, when our budgets are due. Also, tomorrow I will be attending the Board of Directors meeting for the Lake County Municipal League. We will be having a planning session for the upcoming legislation terms. So if you have any thoughts or concerns, please call me, shoot me an email. We'll be meeting at the Libertyville Village Hall from 11:30 to around 1 o'clock to get things going, and I'll bring back feedback of what we think are the most important issues to, again, start working on in Springfield. And I think that's all I have at this point, other than I do want to point out, if you notice on the board, I've written group industries, and there's a couple examples. The weekend before election, a letter went out, not to all of our residents, but to some of our residents, and also went out to Round Lake Park and to some Round Lake residents as well. So we received a few calls and emails here at the Village Hall. So did Round Lake Park and Round Lake. I was somewhat disappointed that this letter went out from Sandy Cole's office without a copy coming here or a heads up being given to any of us, since you would know that this would stimulate questions and concerns. There is an article in today's Daily Herald. So for those who don't quite understand what's going on or have questions, Group Industries, which is a garbage service provider, moved into the village of Round Lake Park in the spring. So they have been there, and their garbage trucks have been rolling in and out of towns, providing garbage services. And in fact, they will be one of the companies that will be asked to submit an RFP to the village, along with the other waste haulers. And part of the agreement of them coming into Round Lake Park was for them to build a facility, which is pictured there, how it will look, and you can see the lot and where it will be placed, off of Porter Drive and Route 120. And it is a building that will house the breakdown of construction debris for recycling. So it will be drywall, concrete, wood, those types of products. There will be nothing toxic involved, and there's separate IEPA rules for toxic disposal anyway, that has nothing to do with what this facility will be doing in recycling. This area of Round Lake Park was always zoned industrial, and it is an appropriate industrial use, and it is a nice building that they are putting up. Everybody should, I believe, be familiar with SWALCO, Solid Waste Agency of Lake County, which Hainesville is a member of, Round Lake Park is a member of. SWALCO was involved with part of the development agreement with Round Lake Park, and SWALCO will benefit from this building because they will be utilizing a small portion of the building for their purposes. So this is a project that has SWALCO's blessing as well. So my concern is sometimes when there's something new going on, it can raise fears quickly, and so a lot of people were concerned what kind of garbage is coming to the area, what kind of noise, and what are all these trucks that are going to start rolling in and out. Well, the trucks are already rolling in and out. So if they haven't bothered you now, they're not going to bother you then, because it's not going to add that many more trucks for hauling this recycling away. And I'm just going to walk over to the map for a minute. Because people have asked, where is this? Because I think some residents think it's in their backyard. Here's Hainesville. Here's Round Lake Park. The pink line is 120. And the yellow line is 134. So we're going down 120. We're staying on 120, just past 134. We go out here, and this is Porter. So you turn right, and this black dot is the facility. So to give you some perspective, I'm going to say it's almost dead center between 120 and 134 where it meets, and the entrance to Madrona. So it's not up against any residential area whatsoever.
No, it's the old stock lumber facility.
Right.
Okay, so I'm going to leave this here. I have some extra copies. So if anyone in the audience or the trustees want to take a copy, if you've got neighbors who ask questions, I have some clipped here. I also have the article that was in the Daily Herald, if you want to see that.
I believe in the article it said that it was not going to do concrete, and they're having a meeting tonight, an open meeting for the public and residents, and I did have some, our neighbors ask about it, and I said that they should find out some things and let me know.
Yeah, I'm not clear because I've heard that there is going to be concrete, so that's a good question, Georgianne. I was also told that the meeting was going to be at Prairie View tomorrow night. And then I read in the Daily Herald that the meeting was tonight, so there's even been confusion about that. I will also tell you there is going to be a public hearing. It was said that there wasn't going to be a public hearing. Well, there is going to be one. I don't believe the date has been set yet because they were still finishing the final application process. But they do plan on having a public hearing, and as always, the Village of Hainesville and everybody else will do the due diligence to certainly understand what's going on. But the bottom line, and I want to convey, this is a good project. So far, it's been handled very well. It's good for this area, and it's brought jobs to the area. So we'll certainly see it to the end, but I encourage you to attend, meetings, call me, ask questions. Mayor McHugh is very accessible, so she would welcome phone calls as well. Mayor McHugh, Jean McHugh is the mayor of Round Lake Park.
I got a card that said the meeting was tonight at Park School.
At Park School.
Yes.
I didn't get any letter at all.
They had changed the location.
Yeah, it seems,
Oh, they changed it?
Yeah.
They
She's,